Oh, check it out. Check it out.
I got a story to tell. I got a story to tell. I got a story to tell. Welcome to Street Kingpins TV. I got a story to tell. Volume 4. Fasten your seatbelts, because this shit is definitely real. I got a story to tell. Check this out. A black man walks into his doctor's office. He see the doctor and says, the doctor, you gotta help me. Doctor said, what's your problem, son? He says, I stutter. Doctor says, yeah, I did notice that, but what's your problem? He said, if I don't stop stuttering, my wife gonna divorce me. Doctor said, well, let's see. Take your clothes off, and I'm gonna give you a thorough physical examination, and maybe we can get to the root of your problem. He removes his clothes and dropped his drawers. The doctor said, good God, man, you're huge. No wonder you stutter. It's all that SX weight pulling on your vocal cords, the doctor says. If we chop off 3/4 of it, you'll talk like everybody else. He says, anything to save my marriage, doc. So the doctor got a scalpel and cut off about 3/4 of it. Doc say, well now, let's hear how you sound. He said, well doc, I talk like everybody else. Thanks doc, you saved my marriage. Thank you. He left and went straight home to talk to his wife. The next day, he went back to the doctor's office. He said, well doc, I do want you to know I really appreciate all you tried to do for me, but when my wife saw the sacrifice that I had to make to talk like everybody else, she said she'd rather I stutter for the rest of my life than lose all that big long piece of prime sirloin. He said, so doc, I guess you have to sew it back on, okay? The doctor said, but bullshit, it's too late now. So his wife left him and filed for a divorce. After a while, he got horny. He see this hoe and says, how much for you to jack me off? She says, $500. The nigga say, $500? Just for you to jack me off? Are you crazy? She said, come here. Let me show you something. She said, you see that Mercedes? I got this Mercedes from jerking niggas off. He gave her the money. She jerked the hell out of his shit. The next night, he's looking for this hoe. He see her again. He says, that was good last night, but I want to know what that mouth do. How much for some head? She say, $1,000. He say, $1,000 for some head? Are you crazy? She said, come here and let me show you something. You see those condos over there? I bought that condo from giving head. He gave her the money with them DSLs. She sucked him dry. He came 3 times. The next night, he looking for this hoe again. He finally finds her and he says, the jerking was the shit, the head was the bomb, but I want to know how much for some of that pussy. She said, come here, let me show you something. Look over there. You see them buildings? You see the city lights? He said, hold up, ho. You don't own New York City. That pussy can't be that good. She says, nah, but if I had a pussy, I'd own that motherfucker. Street Kingpins doesn't condone drug dealing, crime, or violence. This lifestyle usually ends with prison or death. You can love the streets. Just remember, the streets don't love you back. Like, subscribe, and comment. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Thanks for watching. Peace.
Oh, check it out. Check it out.
I got a story to tell. I got a story to tell. I got a story to tell.